artificial intelligence really bring your story to life? Or does your book need the emotion only a real human voice can provide? Today, we're going to cover the audio war of the decade, humans versus AI narration. If you're wondering which one is right for your nonfiction book, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Julie the Book Broad, founder of Book Launchers and your host here at booklaunchers.tv. Book Launchers is your first choice for all things related to writing, publishing, and promoting nonfiction books. Now, I already know this video is going to get some comments from people who don't even watch the video, and they immediately tell me I am destroying the world with my advocacy of AI. And a few will watch the video and conclude the same thing, and that's okay. I sympathize with the narrators in the world who now fear the destruction of their job. And I also want to emphasize that AI is here to stay. You can fight it, you can be mad about it, or you can learn to use it so you can be the best possible version of yourself. It's been said time and time again that AI is not going to replace the talented humans. It's the talented humans who use AI that are going to replace the ones that don't. I chose a few years ago to be one that uses it. I got my team at Book Launchers trained on it. We have AI Tuesday to continue talking about it and teaching each other about AI. And I told my team then what I'm telling you now. AI is going to replace a lot of the work we do today, but it's all about being the one that can use AI to do that. So now to the topic of today, which is AI, or digital voice narration, as it's also called, or virtual voice, as Amazon calls it. And if you're thinking of turning your book into an audiobook, well, congratulations, you're on the right track. Audiobooks are the fastest growing segment of publishing, and books with audiobooks will sell more than they would without, because there are people who will only listen to your book. Some can only listen to your book. But the real question is, who or what should narrate your book? Let's start with what's new. AI voices. Thanks to tools like ElevenLabs and Amazon's new digital voice feature inside KDP, it's never been faster or cheaper to get your book into an audio format. And these voices, they're no longer robotic monotones from your GPS.
Turn left, turn right.
They're increasingly expressive, realistic, and customizable. You can even choose accents, tones, and pacing. Let's have some fun with this for a second, shall we? Let's go into ElevenLabs, which is my preferred voice creation tool. And they've added so many cool features now, including an AI agent voice and voice dubbing for videos. This is great for me because I don't like switching between so many AI tools to get things done. And with their expansion, I can do more and more right in ElevenLabs dashboard. Now, for fun, I want to try this grandpa voice just to show you. But first, I had used this Hollywood voice for a book trailer. So let's hear this in the Hollywood voice and then in grandpa.
An AI voice a day keeps the boring books away.
An AI voice a day keeps the boring books away.
Now to me, that sounds really good. And you can create your own custom voice with text. You just have to type in and describe what you want for a voice. Let's make this one a subtle British voice, male, and I can describe relaxed with some emotion. You can describe that voice and create it. You click generate voice, it creates it. So now here's my British male voice.
If you can dream it, AI can probably narrate it, with a British accent too.
And while, yes, I can still tell these are not humans, I would have no issue listening to an entire book like this. And I definitely don't mind it for shorter content. So what does this mean? Well, if you're an author with a tight budget or you have a fast timeline and you need to have an accessible option to bring your words to life, well, this is fantastic. But because you can use AI, should you? Well, of course, human narration has emotion and connection. And if you can, I highly recommend you narrate your own audiobook. You as the author, and again, we're talking nonfiction here, you will bring your book to life in a way that nobody else can. Fiction, well, a voice actor probably is the best one. But with nonfiction, it's your stories, your content, your passion, and you'll emote in all the right ways when you speak your words. But even if you hire a narrator, there's something about the way a great narrator pauses or laughs a little during a funny line or hits a beat of emotion just right. Human narrators bring warmth, nuance, and connection, and they know how to emphasize, breathe, and bring the words meaning. For every book, but in particular, memoir, poetry, oh my gosh, poetry.
While I pondered, weak and weary.
Even inspirational business books or ones with a lot of jokes, they'll shine brightest when paired with passionate human voice, which is ideally, in my view, the author. But audiobook narration is hard work. And if you're hiring a professional, that adds significant cost. We've had authors who are also vision impaired or dyslexic, or they have a giant book. Yes, I'm looking at you, my friend Efren, author of The Opposite is True. Narrating under any of those conditions is anything from impossible to just feels impossible. And the cost of production, well, it's $300 to $400 per finished hour of your book for editing and mastering an audiobook. And then there's extras that will add up. When we do it for a client, we're going to find studios or help set up recording at home, voice coaching, sound checks, oversight of the recording, as well as upload and cover design. So your cost per hour ends up closer to $500 or $600 per finished hour. In a book that's 55,000 words, that might be 6.5 hours long, depending on a few factors. So you can see how the cost will add up quickly. And for many authors, that's money they will never see back from their audiobook. So it doesn't make sense for them to produce a human narrated audiobook. But this means someone who can't or won't read the book will never be able to enjoy the content because it's not in a form that's accessible for them. And that's where AI comes in. It's affordable. It's fast. You can check out my video about using the Amazon Virtual Voice program. My book was done and on Amazon in under 30 minutes. It's consistent. It doesn't cough. It doesn't get out of breath. It doesn't have voice pops when it uses P's and T's. But AI has limits. Emotional range is narrow. Humor can fall flat. And if your content includes dramatic stories or complex themes, you may find the voice just doesn't get it. Plus, listeners can tell, especially if they're frequent audiobook consumers. And for some people, a digital voice is a deal breaker. Still, if you weren't going to have an audiobook otherwise, this opens up the market to people you couldn't reach before, and it opens you up to a little more income from the work you've produced. So, what should you do? Well, first, as my friend Vandana always says, I'm not going to should all over you. Okay, but you should do what feels right for you, your book, your brand, and your reader. It's your book, and nobody should be shoulding you. But I'm going to break it down for you as though you were one of our clients or you're in our Author Business Accelerator community, which is a paid community we run where you can ask me questions in calls, join training, and ask questions in a forum, or get coached by Julie the Bookbot. She's pretty awesome. So I would break it down like this. First, budget tight, but your book deserves a human voice. Well, AI might just be your first round. So you can launch your book with something in audiobook format, get data back, find out if it's going to be worth investing in it. Now, if it contains a lot of humor, diagrams, or poetry, I just probably would not use AI because of the bad reviews. But beyond that, AI will get you out of the gate. Are you launching a book for lead generation? AI is a smart way to get it out there quickly and cheaply. If you have a backlist of books without audiobooks right now, AI voice. Whether it's a clone version of yourself or Amazon Virtual Voice or one of the other options out there, it's a great option because you were never going to do an audiobook anyway. Now, are you launching a book to build yourself as a thought leader? Unless you're trying to be a thought leader in AI, you probably want your voice in their heads. But you could clone your voice with ElevenLabs and use that. Honestly, it's close. It's not the same. And really, thank goodness for that, because it's so close that your friends might not be able to tell which one is you and which one is your clone. Try it. But that can be a way to be in their heads and still do it. Now, if you want a top quality product that builds your brand and connects deeply, there's only one option for this right now, and that is you or a professional narrator. Now, there's also the hybrid feature where you can blend human and AI, and things gotta get exciting here. Now, some authors are using AI for the intro-outro while narrating the core content. I wouldn't do that necessarily right now, but it's a cool option. Others are using it as a voiceover assistant, providing alternate takes or companion materials. And you can narrate your book and then upload it to AI for feedback on your tone and delivery. And as I've mentioned before, I've used ElevenLabs for the pickups. So my voice clone, it fills in on my audiobook. And we're using AI voices for our training content. We've rolled out all new service packages in 2025, and we have our brand new author launch kit software. And we needed to create training materials. So we created Luna, your literary assistant, and she narrates all the video training.
In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 major stages of our book creation process.
This allows a consistent feeling across every video, whether it's one person in our community hub recording it or an editing expert. It will be the same quality, same voice across all that content. Now, my personal take on this is that the pie is getting bigger, and having options is good for authors. Yes, Some narrators will lose their jobs. Great narrators won't lose their jobs, at least not in the short run. And in the long run, a narrator with a name will still have appeal because their brand and their name will help sell books, so it brings value. So if you're a narrator and you're mad at this, mad at me, well, as my friend Leandra Wells used to say to me all the time in our MBA, don't be bitter, get better. And she was right. I think we can celebrate the technological advances that allow all authors to reach all their readers and do it in a path that suits their budget, goals, and abilities. But all options are welcome here. Just be kind and thoughtful when you share your opinions on this. And if you want help getting your audiobook created, or you want some marketing support because no book, AI, or human will sell itself, let's chat. booklaunchers.com/apply. See you on the next video.